2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Champions Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
My heart's pounding, my palms are sweaty. Let's see how they play out. Oh, well played. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And down it goes.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with the birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Sitting at 1 over for the event. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Well, let's hope this one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. And here we are with the third shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup. Tweet, tweet. This is for 2 birdies.
Oh, just missed. It's just about 3 feet away. You don't want to miss these. Oh, that's a clutch par. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. And just in the first cut here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. This one's for birdie. That's inside the range. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here on the fourth. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Catch up with Will Zalatoris.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Going with the 8-iron here. That might be 1 club too many. Let's return to live play now. Second shot here on the fourth. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. They don't look to be dressed appropriately for their heading to the beach. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Playing their fourth shot. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Good looking putt. That's a good save in the end for a bogey.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And this putt to move into the top 20. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for par. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Next hole is a short par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. I'll be glad to be putting now. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Nicely done.
They've had a chat with the caddy and they're going for it. This one's on.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival. This is... Oh, yeah.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their third. Nice recovery there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He's currently sitting in 14th place. And now striding onto the tee of his par 3 hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? And tapping it in for par. He finds himself in a share of 11th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Time now to take in the 9th hole. Bit untidy, wasn't it? And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
on the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. This putt for par here. Nice line. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. Always the toughest hole in the game, a long par 4. Great shot. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
This one's looking good.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now we can take a look at how that wonderful play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
They've decided to club up.
Pretty good shot there.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt awaits. He's currently tied for 7th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out. Wow, that drive. Incredible stuff. Over 300 yards. Huh.
Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, a chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Can you hear those tweets? This is what they have left for birdie here.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 4 under. He's in a share of 5th position.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Playing the draw shot here. And hitting yet another green here in regulation. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th. Jon Rahm, your leader as we head to the next hole. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. That should find the sand. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Can you believe it? That's remarkable. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Ooh, yeah. This one's headed right.
Setting up in the bunker here. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 2 shots behind. Ooh, that almost went down. And this one is for bogey. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Yeah, I can understand he'd be disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. Coming up from the bunker. A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt was about 8 feet.
Putt is underway.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And as we check in on the leaderboard, it's Jon Rahm on top. And now striding to the final tee of this round. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Well, I think they're attacking this one, taking it on in 2. I like their style.
That swing looked a little jerky from where I'm sitting. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Time now for the 4th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And with that, this round comes to a close. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for 5th. Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.